Hello, Zuko here, and it is time for my July, I think, book haul. Yes, that's what it is. So first, I will send you to my unboxing, which I filmed a couple weeks ago when I got the box because I didn't want to wait for this. And after the unboxing, I will come back here and you can see the rest of the books I bought this month. So before you click off of this, because this is a book outlet haul, know that these are all books that had been on my wish list previously that I happened to find there. I wasn't just buying things because of the price or whatever on Book Outlet, so I kind of know what these are. Firstly, I have my dog. I didn't get him from Book Outlet. I just wanted to show him because he's adorable and I love him. Okay, so the first book I have in here is Kill Switch by Chris Lynch. This one was a quick buy because it was cheap. But I believe this is a book about a kid who spends the summer with his grandfather who is suffering from dementia, and he has to solve some mysteries or something that his grandfather did. I could be completely wrong, honestly, but it's novella length, which means that I might read this month too. Next I have The Art of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. This was one of those books that I've been really excited to have, even though I haven't seen this movie. And I really should, because Harry Potter. But yeah, I'm super excited to look through this once I've seen the movie. Next, I have hardcover copies of the first 3 books in the Night World series. There is book 1, which I think is just Night World, book 2, which is Daughters of Darkness, and book 3, which is Spellbinder. I already had all of these in a paperback bind-up of the first 3, but I really like the hardcovers. Next, I have The Bone Gap by Laura Ruby. I'm not really sure what this book is completely about, but I know that it is about someone who goes missing and then they come back or something. Yeah, I'm not good at explaining things on a good day, so that's kind of the best you're gonna get for this one. Next, I have The Nest by Kenneth Opel. I believe this is about a kid who thinks he's seeing angels, but I don't believe they are angels, and I think something bad is gonna happen. I've heard this is like a horror-y kind of mystery book. Maybe? I could be super off again. I'm not good at explaining things. Then I have Wink Poppy Midnight, which has something weird and sticky spilled there, or stuck there. Gonna have to deal with that. This is a story that follows 3 perspectives, I believe, of Wink, Poppy, and Midnight. I think something happens and there's a secret involved, but you don't know who is telling the truth, because one of the 3 people is not. Then I have Liars Inc. by Paula Stokes. This is about a kid who starts selling lies, I guess, to his classmates, and then someone ends up dead and he becomes a suspect, I believe. So that caught my interest, and I was excited to find it there. I would like to know why I keep waving books around. This is Slasher Girls and Monster Boys, story selected by April Genevieve Tuchel? I can't read names. So it has stories by Stefan Bachman, Kendar Blake, Jay Kristoff, Jonathan Mayberry, Carrie Ryan, Nova Rensuma, April Genevieve, whatever her last name is, Lee Bardugo, A.G. Howard, Marie Liu, Danielle Page, Megan Shepard, McCormick Templeman, and Kat Winters. And I believe these are all just like a bind-up of horror-y kind of stories, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Honestly, just correct this whole video. Give me a big old list of all the things I've gotten wrong. Then I have The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. I know I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on this, but I wanted to try it out myself. I believe this is about all of the background characters, story in the main character story or something. I don't know. Next I have Tattoo Atlas by Tim Florine. This was one where I just saw it and picked it up, which I didn't do much for this book haul. Okay, I did good. But this is about a kid who knows a guy who did something bad, and his mother is rehabilitating this kid who did the bad thing or something. I don't know. It kind of seemed like there might be like a male-male romance, but probably not, because I don't think I'm going to be that lucky to accidentally stumble upon one of those again, but it seemed kind of interesting, so I'm willing to try it out. Next I have 2 books that I got for my brother for Christmas. Okay, so not exactly. I did say in my TBR that I accidentally bought a second copy of The 11th Plague, and that would be this. But I don't want to show the other one of these in case my brother happened to watch my videos. I'm pretty sure he doesn't, but you know, it's good to be safe. Next I have Vasa in the Night by Sarah Porter. This I believe is like an urban fantasy kind of thing with like a Russian folklore element thrown in. I'm not completely sure, but I remember seeing it in the bookstore and taking a picture of it because I wanted to remember what it was so I could go buy it later, and I finally did. Then I have The Deadly Sister by Elliot Schreifer. This is about, I believe, a girl whose sister is blamed for murder, but she knows she didn't do it, and it's all about trying to find the person who did commit the murder so that they can be brought to justice and the sister can be cleared. There's probably some mystery stuff in here. Yeah. And lastly, I have Chasing Forgiveness by Neil Shusterman. So this is about a boy whose father killed his mother, and now his father is being released from jail, and he has to kind of cope with forgiving his dad, I think. I don't know. It's pretty short. I picked this up because I like Neil Shusterman. I didn't actually have this on my list either, but when I saw a hardback copy of a Neil Shusterman book, I picked it up because I really like his writing. from what I've read. So yeah, that was all for my book outlet unboxing. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm sorry that I'm really bad at explaining books, and I will see you whenever I do my next video. Unless I put this in the beginning of my book haul this month. And in that case, on to my other books. Great, you stuck around for the unboxing. Let's get into the rest of the books. Most of the other books I bought this month were like copies of books that I already had that I just wanted nicer copies of. So at least it's not like upping my TBR piles and piles and piles of books. First, I have this hardback copy of Battle of the Labyrinth by Rick Riordan. This is the 4th book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, and I'm trying to collect the series in hardback. Next, I got Naruto Volume 4, 5, and 6, and Volume 7, 8, 9 in their bind-ups. I've been watching this anime again recently, and I wanted to get the manga so I could read them. Also, the first 5 books here I got in my local used bookstore, in case any of you were curious. Next, I got hardback copies of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. I am replacing my copies of Harry Potter with hardback copies, and so yeah, that's why I bought these. Then I have The Art of Steven Universe by Chris McDonnell, Rebecca Sugar, and Gendy Tartakovsky. This is like a really pretty, like pearlescent-y shimmery book. And I haven't seen the show, but I really like the art for it, so I'm really excited to have this. Now, I know if you watched my last month's book haul that you're going to be like, why did you need 5 copies of this book? But this month I got the like 2-book box of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets in their beautiful illustrated covers, which you can just see on the box, so I don't have to take them out. I just really wanted these as a collector of pretty books, and because, I mean, as much as I have problems with Harry Potter now as an adult and with J.K. Rowling and stuff she said, they really are like an important part of my growing up experience. I've made most of my friends through Harry Potter, so I wanted to collect these as well as the normal copies because they're beautiful. I probably want to actually read from them, but maybe one day I will, but mostly they're just gonna look pretty on my shelf. So that is it for my July book haul. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I like watching people unbox books. I also like watching people unhaul books. That should be coming soon-ish, in the next, maybe someday, because I have a lot of books, and I've read some that I don't want anymore. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you whenever I do my next video. Next, I have the first 3 books in the... Next, I have the first 3 books in the... Next, I have the first 3 books in the... Oh, okay. Next, I have the first 3 books in the... Why can't I say this?